Hey guys, Danny here. I'm going over our Raw Fit Jumpstart nutrition manual here with you. So when it comes to our manual, I'll let you read through some of this on your own here. But what we really want to do is we want to start off by looking at our 5 habits. So our 5 habits are eating frequently, whether it's 4, 5, 6 meals a day, but just try to eat every 3 to 4 hours, not before, and really no longer than 4 hours if possible. Next is to eat a complete protein at each meal. So every time you're eating, have a protein to the meal. Eating vegetables at every meal. Eating your carbohydrates around your workout times. And then eating healthy fats daily. If you can do those 5 things, you'll really set yourself up for success when it comes to nutrition. Then we want to look at our superfoods. These are listed below. We recommend if you can get as many of them throughout the week as you possibly can, the better off you will be. Then following our 90-10 rule. So um, eating well 90% of the time and then splurging a little bit, maybe the 10%. So if you say you eat 28 meals throughout the week, eating relatively clean for about 25 of them. Then a couple different hurdles that you may have: eating out, busy lifestyle, travel, boredom eating, and how to track progress. I'll let you read through some of those. Now, when looking at our eating, this is about what our plate should look like. About this much protein, this much fats, and this much veggies when looking at our plate. This is your anytime meals, any meal other than your post-workout meal. Next is plant-based eating. This gives you an idea of maybe what you could start to look like as far as your meal plan. Then post-workout, we add a little bit more protein, add a little bit more starch and carbohydrates to your meal. So when it comes to our nutrition plan, what we're going to do for you is eating every 3 to 4 hours. We're going to follow this guideline here. So meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, and meal 5. What you'll see is meals 1, 3, and 4 all include our fit and healthy meal. You can find out what that is below, which I'll show you in a second. And then meal 2 is our fit and healthy snack. So as you come down and literally plug and play, meal 1, you'll have your 2 cups of water with your supplements for the day, and then your fit and healthy meal. So what our fit and healthy meal is, you can literally choose between one of our options here. We have female servings and male servings. You can choose one and plug it in, and then for meal 2, you have our fit and healthy snacks. Okay, and you can choose from one of these. Then in each section, you'll also notice there's a lean poultry, seafood, and fish. You can choose between one of these. Then we have our lean beef and omega-3 seafood option. Those are between some of these. And then the unlimited greens are really anything other than corn, peas, carrots, potatoes, and beets. And what we're ultimately trying to do is get you into these servings. So you can either look to try to gain these, or if you want a little more freedom and try to do it create your own meals, or you're on the go traveling. Really what we're trying to do is in tier 1, when you're just starting out, women should get about these servings per day. Men, you should get about these servings throughout the day. Okay, if you're in tier 2 is if you need a little bit more of a jump start, or maybe you've hit a plateau. These are the servings throughout the day. Men, these are the servings for you. So what does that mean? Here's the servings for a protein for a protein, your open palm. So the thickness, height, and width of your palm. Carbohydrates is if you cup your hand. A cupped handful is a carbohydrate. Your fist size, so if you clench your fist, that's your serving of a veggie. And if you take your thumb, the whole size of your thumb, a little bit past your big knuckle, that is a serving of a thumb, or a serving of a fat intake. So again, you can reference what you should be getting. So again, you can either follow what we put here, your fit and healthy meal, but if you want a little more freedom or build it yourself, or if you're on the go and don't have options or don't have that as options, you can look to build it via this is how much you should be having throughout the day. This is what each one is. And then if you look below, it'll show you the best options here. So here's your grocery list. And then our best options are right here under superfood list. So different proteins, vegetables, and fruits. Fruits are considered a carbohydrate, and here are your other carbohydrates. Then we have your best sources of good, healthy fats. So you can start to implement those right away. Here's different seasonings and herbs. supplementation that we recommend that you do every day. And then if you do plant-based, you can look here. And then just certain questions that you may have. So substitute for dairy. What about condiments? Where do they go? And then nutrition troubleshooting. So 10 main questions that we hear a lot. What if you're not losing weight? What do I do? What if I'm hungry all the time? What if I'm having trouble getting all my food in? And I'll let you read through some of these, like what about alcohol? Where does alcohol include in this? So it gives you an opportunity to look through all of this, guys. We recommend that you read through all of this as soon as possible. Here's another couple sample daily plans that you can do, tier 1 and tier 2. So read through all of these, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us at info@madeatrawfitness.com. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer and start to implement this right away.